Now let's talk about the new brush that is been made for this new version, which is the drop assets brush. So if I press this, you see that there is a new kind of brush here. Okay, if I zoom in, you see it's a circle and I have some points flying. What is this? So you have shortcuts. If I press Shift and Control and left click and drag, I change the radius of my brush. Okay. If I press just Shift, I change the height of the drop. Okay. So this is the starting point of where my assets are going to be created, basically. And the radius is the surface where they will be created, okay? And the flying yellow points are the positions where the assets will be created. So Shift to change the height, Control Shift to change the radius, and Control to add more assets, okay? And depending on the radius, they will be placed differently, okay? Depending on the space we have available. And this is also depending on the scale of the assets and their actual geometry size. So if I make them smaller, you see that I can have more into my brush. So let's add like 200 assets like that. So you don't have to paint them. They will be placed on the point when you left click. So if I left click now, the assets are created and simulated. Okay, left click, they are created and simulated. Right, and of course they take into account all these transforms. So I can have some random rotations and random scale. And you see that by default they are now more randomized. Okay, and you see that the projection point here is on top of the closest asset. So, okay, the height here will be above this point. Right, so yeah, this drop brush is pretty simple, but also very useful for fast stuff like that. Now these two buttons here, we have a simulate all and simulate selected. So let's start by simulate all. So if I press this, it will take all my assets, turn them to green, and start the simulation on all of them. Okay, if I press the button again, it will stop. Now if I select some assets like that, okay, I can say simulate selected, and I can simulate only those selected assets, which can sometimes be faster than using the control shortcut on the paint asset to activate some assets. Okay. And yeah, I think that's it for the brush options. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the presets. So yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye.